Hello guys, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel, where today I want to show you guys a review on my laptop that I just got. This laptop is a brand new MSI GL65 Leopard 10SFK-062. Now for $1,400, this laptop brings in a ton of power for what the price is. You're getting the brand new 10th gen i7 10750H. This is a 6-core 12-thread processor that can boost all the way up to 5 GHz. This processor is great for editing, gaming, and all across the board. And to back it up, you get the RTX 2070 graphics card. This is the 2070, no Super, no Max Q. It is still a great graphics card though, and I honestly think it's one of the best on the market currently. You do get 16 gigs of RAM. Now this RAM is at a speed of 2066 gigahertz, not 2933, but you can always upgrade it to that, and this RAM is a max of 64 gigs, which is perfect for anybody who is in the video editing or anything with content creation. This thing only comes with a 512 gigabyte NVMe drive though, and you can always upgrade it with a 1 terabyte SSD or 1 terabyte hard drive, or whatever you want, in a 2.5 form. Now, this laptop has a great display of a 144 Hz display with a 3 millisecond delay. That is it. It's a really good laptop for what the heck the price is. Now, I want to show you guys some benchmarks. Alright guys, we are starting off with Unigine Heaven. We are starting on the highest preset of this launch stream, and I'll be showing you guys the score at the end when this is done. Alright guys, that's the end of this benchmark. At the end, we did get an FPS of 135 as our normal, and our max FPS 228. Now for some reason, I don't know why the minimum is 9, but you don't really see that, but this is an ultra. This is really good. I think these numbers are actually showing how well the laptop is. Now we'll be moving on to the next benchmark. Hey guys, we're starting the Cinebench test. This is for the CPU. Let's see how well it scores. guys, that was the Cinebench test. Now we only got a 2,869 points. I want to show you guys some game benchmarks. So we'll be moving on to that next. Alright guys, I'm going to be showing you guys the benchmark for Rainbow Six Siege. Alright guys, we just got the results back. Now we got 219 frames per second. Now, yeah, it's not amazing, it doesn't sound like it is, but Rainbow Six Siege, the game you usually play on like medium, it's not like a game that you want to play on ultra settings, but this is what you would get on ultra settings. Also, you gotta keep in mind I'm using OBS, so that is going to be using some of the GPU and CPU. So these numbers aren't active for like in gaming. So that's another thing to keep in mind. But we are going to be moving on to one more game, and then I'm going to be showing you guys the rest of the review. Alright guys, we're doing GTA as a benchmark. This is on max settings. And you also got to remember I'm still using OBS. So if the frame rate is a little bit lower, that makes sense. Alright guys, we just saw there, we got around about 100 frames, 110 to 120 frames, the max, about 100 is normal, about 80 is low. So yeah, it's pretty good for numbers for GTA, pretty good overall. Alright guys, I also wanted to talk about the overclocking on this computer. So you get this MSI Dragon Center already pre-installed on the computer when everything is set up with Windows. Now with this, it basically gives you everything that you basically want to overclock. So you go to game mode, they basically tell you the best settings for every single game right here. I don't know if you can add any, but I don't own most of these games, so yeah. So these scenarios, so you got extreme performance. Now here you can boost the core clock offset or the VRAM clock set of your graphics card. You also can turn on the cooler boost, which if you hear the sound now, is very loud. It will keep the computer cold, and it will make the CPU temperature drop, and will be able to stay at least 50 to 60 degrees during gaming. But it's kind of loud, even with headphones on. So yeah, I don't know. It's more up to personal taste if you guys like that. So then you got balance. Balance is more of a thing where it uses no CPU power and GPU power to some. It's like basically the bare minimum. It's not using super a lot for gaming. It's basically if you want to go out and basically no loud fans and you're not gaming as much, just web searching a lot. But that's also when silent comes. So silent basically is when the fans are really, really quiet. They barely wrap up, and the computer doesn't get that hot as long as you're not doing anything. But if it does, the fans start to wrap up a little bit, but they try their hardest not to go up that much. So yeah, that's what silent does. So super battery. Super battery basically is everything that allows the computer, if it's getting low on battery, it will basically then be like, okay, we're going to lower your screen, we're going to make everything run a little bit slower so the battery can last longer for you. It's a good setting, but I don't ever use it. Now, user is one of the best ones. You can pick the performance you want, and you can go here to fan speed. Now, you got auto, you got advanced, and you got cooler boost. Now, cooler boost is basically the loud fans, but with advanced, you can go here and you can adjust how much your fans are wrapping up or what the heck they are doing basically for temperature with the computer. So basically, this is speed. So basically, if you wanted to bump up everything to 150%, which you can, and you can also make it super duper cold down here, it keeps the CPU cold and it makes it run at a higher fan speed. Now, the same thing for the GPU you can do here. These are basically settings. It also will show you the Windows key, display on drive. I don't know much about this, the webcam for the computer. This is a monitor to tell you what the heck the CPU usage, the GPU usage is. Right now, my GPU usage is about 34%, 9% for the CPU, 1% of my SSD, and 32% of my memory. Right now, the CPU is at 55 Celsius, which is about 130 degrees, I think, around there. It tells you your internet speed, it tells you your SSD, how much storage is left in it, it tells you your fan. The fan 2 right here is your GPU fan, so when the GPU gets really heavy, and the CPU 1 is for your CPU. Fan 1 is for your CPU. It tells you your RAM, tells you graphics card, and it tells you the CPU. This basically is one of the most helpful things with the computer. It's just an easy way to overclock on PC. Moving on to the cooler stuff that you get with the computer. Now right here, this is what you get. So with the MSI per key RGB keyboard. So right here, you can go here and you can customize your keyboard. Right now, this is what my keyboard looks like. I will be having a video. I'll have a photo showed up every single time I switch. You can use any splash, which these are like pre keys I've made. That one's one I want to fool around to make my own keyboard. This is aqua. This is one comes with the computer. Completely blue aqua look. Yeah, config 1. This is like a mustard and ketchup look. I don't ever run this. Cotton candy is one I made. I kind of want to adjust on the colors. These don't really look like cotton candy because I was kind of tired when I was making it. Reddish, the default is solid red. Disabled, it's all turned off if you don't like RGB, which a lot of people don't. Disco, I don't know why the heck it's not showing up as this, but it should be rapid colors. That's kind of weird. Drain. Okay, so freestyle, this actually moves. It moves this way, it moves this way, this way, this way. It just keeps moving different patterns and ways. Gold, it actually is a sparkling of gold. Starts in the middle and then goes all the way to the end of the keyboard. It basically does this pattern. And then orange, and then plain is just a solid color, doesn't change. Mostly what people like. Now rainbow split is basically, it moves all the way over to the right side. It just keeps moving over. It's basically just a rainbow, green, blue, purple, red, orange, yellow, all the colors that you basically want. Now roulette, I don't actually know what that is because I've never ran it. I've ran some of these. I think it's one of the coolest things on the computer. I like customizing keyboards and I like the colors. It makes the keyboard stand out, as instead of just having like a regular R keyboard, just red or blue or whatever. I like changing my keyboard. You can make it any color you want. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, I mean, it's really nice of a setup for keyboards. Now another thing I wanted to talk about is the ports on this computer. Now with the ports, you do get 2 headphone jacks. One is for the mic, one is for your headset. Now if you have a headset with a microphone on it like I'm using, you don't have to worry about it. It's more of like for if you get like a Blue Yeti, Blue Snowball, any other kind of like extended mic, that's where it's supposed to go. You get a USB-C port, pretty nice. You cannot charge the computer, so that's something else to know. You get a full USB-A 3.0 on one of the sides of the computer, and you get a mini display port on the computer too. So that's perfect for everybody who uses that. It's a great thing. Right next to it, you get an HDMI, a full HDMI, and it does perform out to the 144 Hz that the computer does, as long as you're using a 144 Hz display. You get a full entire LAN port, which is great for internet because not a lot of people use Wi-Fi on laptops unless you're out. Then on the other side of the laptop, you get 2 USBs and you get an SD card for your for your camera when you're like recording vlogs or when you're recording your face cam. That's what it's perfect for. And then you have right behind it is the charger. The charger's kind of beefy, it's kind of big. It works perfectly. Now, guys, that is a computer. Now, I want to let you guys know about this. This computer, it is somewhat $1,400 and not $1,400 when I bought it. It was $1,400, but then it got outsold on Amazon. That's where I got it. Amazon, for some reason, the price does now go up to $1,700. I do not know if that's going to be the permanent price because I did see it go back down to $1,400. So I'm guessing it's probably not on sale at Amazon, but when it is, it probably will be $1,400. This is one of the best laptops in my opinion for the $1,400 price, but for the $1,700 price, I'm not too sure because laptops are always different prices for whatever you're buying. But I think right now that this laptop, the MSI Leopard, with the 2070 in it and the brand new i7 10th gen 107050 6-core 12-thread processor, is the best laptop on the market.